Paula. I'm Janet Etheridge from Valley Grande, Alabama. Today I would like to share one of our family recipes with y'all. I also like to tell you why I enjoy cooking and why it's such an important part of my life. My mother and I used to spend a lot of time in the kitchen as I was growing up, coming up with different recipes and cooking for the family. My mother lives with me now and unfortunately cannot cook because she has Alzheimer's. However, I like to get in the kitchen and cook because it helps me to feel close to her. It also helps as a caregiver to release some of the stress. So one of the recipes I would like to share with y'all today is one of the recipes my mother used to cook together. It is cream cheese pesto pizza. Okay, to get started, you can either make your own dough or you can get it from your local pizza restaurant. That is what I chose to do instead of making my own. Always make sure that you put flour on your rolling pin so it will not stick. You need to sprinkle some cornmeal onto your dough so it will not stick. And roll it out. You need to roll it out until it's about a 14-inch circle. Once you get it rolled out to about 14 inches, this is what it should look like. So once you have your crust in your pan and you're ready to make your pesto, you take 8 ounces of Philadelphia cream cheese. I always put mine out a little bit before cooking because you want it to soften a little bit. So you put your 8 ounces of cream cheese in your food processor. You take some basil, and I use probably about a half a cup of basil. You put a little salt in there, however how much you like, and a little pepper. And I put 1 cup of pine nuts. Once you start that blending, which we will do in a minute, you add your olive oil. And you just beat it to the consistency that you want. Put about 2 tablespoons of olive oil in there. And then you take your pesto and you put it on your crust. Spread it out. Don't spread it all the way to the edge. You probably need to leave about 1/4 of an inch from the edge, so your crust will have time to rise on the edges. Okay, once you get that spread out, then you're ready for your sliced tomatoes. I always kind of put them one on top of the other just a little bit so the presentation looks good. And you just go all the way around your pizza. Takes a little while to get them all on there. These are the one things as I was growing up, I was able to put the tomatoes around there because I didn't have to use a knife. My mama could cut them up and then I could just place them around there. Things that you can do with your child in the kitchen. And we're almost finished here. to take 12 slices of bacon. And you just want to chop it just a little so you don't have whole pieces, or you could either crumble it up if you want to let your child help you in the kitchen. I guess they could help crumble the bacon. And then you just spread it over your pizza. Kind of evenly distribute it around. Then you take some mozzarella cheese and you slice it. Like I said, these are things that you can always have your children to help you with, because they always like being part of cooking in the kitchen. You just put your cheese around it so it will melt. Then you take some Parmesan cheese, probably a couple of tablespoons, and sprinkle it on top. Okay, then you put it in your oven on about 350 degrees until your crust is lightly browned. And this is what it looks like when you are finished. I hope you enjoy cooking one of our family recipes, which is cream cheese pesto pizza.